Hey guys, hope you're all having a good day. I remember years ago getting super hyped up for this fight and it never happened. So I think it's the perfect time to see who would win on Undisputed Boxing Game AI. Here's Carl Froch versus Joe Calzaghe.
This contest with these two fighters should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It is Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And up against him tonight, Joe Calzaghe, 183 centimeters tall with a reach of 185.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the two-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about.
You know, sometimes you got to back up your boast. Sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. And one of these two fighters are going to regret what they've said because it's been heated.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. He threw the hook, didn't land. Lands with the right counter. Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Good counter punch. Good counter left hand there. They have no respect for each other's punching power. There's a counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
That's time!
They've got the momentum.
I like that round.
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
He got out of the way of that right hook. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books. Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Counter right. And a round that seemed like
absolutely knackered.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Great counter right hand there.
Focus on that cut. Focus on your boxing.
Missed him with that uppercut. That left scores. Catch and shoot. Defense is not an option for these two. That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. He just misses with that big right hand. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
And time!
You know,
He's gone.
on to the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. That left counter punch will score. He misses with that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Perfect punch. Punch, counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Good punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Time!
Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up.
Don't change too much yet.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Don't worry about it. Keep your mind on your job.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you got to get some before you get him close.
Nice counter punch.
Don't lose focus. Don't focus on your cut. Focus on your boxing.
They score again with the left hand.
Nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just a bit of blood.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Beautiful counter shot.
Time!
The game
Nice
plan
round.
does.
Good round. I like that.
And
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good left counter that lands. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right punch.
Sort that out when you get back to the corner.
No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. And a counter left. Good left hand. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
Don't let the cut disappear.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
time!
That
Great
bell
round,
could
great
not
round.
have come
Relax,
soon
relax.
enough for this
Now,
guy.
Don't wait to load up. Don't
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him.
And finally, Carl Froch goes down.
One, two, three, four, five.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. The perfect counter lands. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta outthink him. You just gotta be smarter than him. You gotta be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him. The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here. A perfect counter shot. Good counter right hand again. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp.
That's nothing. We'll sort that out when you get back.
He's been knocked down, but at least...
I love that. That chap's...
And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a nuts here away from getting stopped.
Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That punch lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He gets out of the way of that left hand.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Left punch. And he misses with the left uppercut. And he fails to score with that left hook. Left counter scores. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
And time.
Well, we're entering desperation.
Come on, look at...
And there's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punching for both these fighters.
sort the cutout when you get it. It's not bad. It's not a bad cut.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And he just misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counterpunching from both these athletes. Oh, that punch. Nice counter. He misses with that jab. They both want the knockout. Nice offensive display, landing that. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Time!
Well, there was no doubt.
That's it. Now breathe.
There's the bell to start round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
There's a scoring blow. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight.
Don't worry about the cut.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds. What you've got to do, Todd, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Don't lose focus. Don't focus.
And he put him down. Froch is on the canvas.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. You don't want to go. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'm happy. I like that round.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That's nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Bit of break.
He missed with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. That uppercut doesn't land. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Nice counter shot. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all.
That's nothing. We'll sort that out when you get back to the corner.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
That's time!
Well, he is glad.
Relax.
On to the 12th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Throws the jab, but does not score.
Don't worry about the cut.
That left counter was perfectly timed. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Catch a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter punching.
Time out!
No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.